to come shop, to bring visitors. I mean, the Ocean Mall is truly a destination. You go there now. We have visitors that are coming and visiting the resorts. There are places to go. We no longer have to go to the gardens or City Place. We're trying to capture a sense of place within our own city. The western edge of our community there are beautiful developments like Woodbine and other places, but our general public that don't know our amenities, when they come through or drive through US 1 or when they hear the news, they think of Riviera Beach as largely being blighted, that our economics are on the downward trend, and that is not the case. That is not the case. We are a very strong waterfront community, and that we can change the perception of our community by changing the way folks look at us when they drive through us, and creating destination properties that they can stop and shop at and spend money with us.
Okay, and also with the expansion of MLK Boulevard, with the new highways which is closer to the western front. Plus, can you talk a little bit about Broadway? How we're changing the whole face of downtown Riviera Beach.
There is major federal investments that are coming to Broadway. Many of you perhaps have participated in some of the redesigning of Broadway. The Florida Department of Transportation will be putting in curbs, sidewalks, lights, a green space median right down the middle of Broadway. We are asking the board for permission to bury the utility lines. The board, one of my first official acts, they gave me permission to go borrow nearly $26 million. We have $26 million sitting in the bank that will change the face of Broadway, that will help improve Riviera Beach Heights, and is the catalyst for the investment that we're going to make in the marina to help our master developer achieve its vision of development on this parcel. So we think in 5 years, it won't happen tomorrow, but everything is in place. It's a planning process, it's a design process, but everything is in place that we commit. 5 years from now, when you come to our downtown, you'll be proud to bring your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, and it will be a great place to come hang out.
Now, also at the, I think this will have a tremendous, you would appreciate this, those of you who live in the Western community, the new Newcomb Hall. Like if you have weddings, you want receptions, now we're going to have a great facility and 2 stories. Tell us how beautiful that's going to be.
Oh, see, I want them to come to
And that's
me. The community said that they want a Newcomb Hall at least twice the size of the present. Get to the Tiki at the marina. It's the green building that is not distinctive in terms of architecture, but it is distinctive in terms of use. It is a community facility. It's where folks have receptions, and the community have used it for a variety of things. As we were designing the redevelopment of the marina, the community said that that facility should be an anchor. It should be twice its size. It should at least be 2 stories. It should take advantage of the views of the intercoastal. That area on weekends and holidays, you can barely park because of the traffic that goes over to Peanut Island, the energy that exists with the commercial boats that take folks out to fish and dive. So we will be presenting to the board a Newcomb Hall that is over 30,000 square feet. It is 2 stories with a roof pavilion, and we propose to position it in Bicentennial Park. So I'm just going to tease them a little bit. We'd love for them to come out. Well, we think that with the size of Newcomb Hall, I mean, if we can just fill it on weekends, that development in of itself should bring 50,000 visitors to our marina in a year. And that's just counting weekend nights and half the capacity of that facility.
Thank you.
Very quickly, I would like to ask Commander Mitchell, Leonard Mitchell, to talk to you about some of the successes that they're having very quickly in the police department.
Hi, everyone.
All right.
I'm Commander Leonard Mitchell. One of the things I need you to know is that the police department is on the cutting edge of technology. crime rate has gone down about 45% over the past 4 years. We have a new, energized group of young officers that we are training, and our service delivery model has allowed us to reach out into our communities and do things that I believe that are helping us shape the future of law enforcement.
Let me ask you a couple things. One of the things that the commander and our whole department is really big on is crime watch groups, anti-crime groups, and coming out and helping neighborhood, even gated neighborhoods, to organize the various groups in your community. And one of the things that we do have, once you get 20 people, I think you can qualify to have your own little car, Citizens on Patrol. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because you may want to get involved with that as well.
Well, actually, we have a park, walk, and talk.
We still have that one.
Very impressed with that because the officer, she's a new officer, she came out, assigned to District 3, and I walk this community every morning when I'm here. I walk 2.5 miles a day. I walk 3 parks in the complete perimeter of Woodbine. And I met her walking. She was in uniform. And I almost got to my house and asked her. And I said, hi, officer, how you doing? I introduced myself. And I said, what are you doing? She said, I'm walking and talking with the citizens. Very impressed with that. Very impressed with that. The more you can park and walk and talk and introduce yourself, become part of our community, I believe you got to be. You probably have more responsive people here. And you got to create something good.
And I'm going to ask the chief to come and just have a word about the fire station right down the street, because public safety is important to Woodbine, right down the street. So let's give the fire chief. I know the manager said the last one, but he's got to be the last.
Always the last, but I'll be quick because that's the way we like to be at fire rescue. We do have a station right down the road, and it is a blessing. We have 4 stations in the city. We pride ourselves on efficiency and effectiveness. We run a ALS engine and a rescue truck out of that station, sometimes out at the same time, sometimes at different times depending on staffing. But as always in ALS, so there's advanced life support. So when we do get to an incident scene, we can begin advanced life support measures. Part of myself, I've been with the city for nearly 24 years. I grew up in the city. In those 24 years, as a paramedic, the direction the department is going is that we have a community here, and it is a personal community, and that is the kind of service that I support and I've been a part of, and that I am promoting for the department. I am the interim chief. Been the interim chief for a year as we transition into the new chief and new management. We have some senior employees who are leaving the city, so we're in a transition period, but we want to bring up that personal service and that quick response time and effectiveness. I believe that we have the finest fire department in Palm Beach County, provides the best service. We get there quickly, we do a good job, we know what we're doing, and I don't think that there's a better fire service in the county. And I know that the mayor, I've known him for a long time as I came up through the city, taking care of his family members and his mom, and so, that is the relationship that I support and that we will be promoting in the future, so that you can feel that when the firemen do come here, that you have a relationship with them, and try to get them more involved. And anytime you need a blood pressure, anytime you need to speak with someone about a medical condition, you can go to the fire station and you are welcome there. And so don't ever feel like you're bothering us at any point in time.